pure goodness.
Deacon Colwell's a terrible person.
That's on tape now. That's recorded. So also, I'm going to send a little piece of paper around. If you were at the last, they don't send me, don't even worry about their stupid attendance things, because they apparently don't do anything with them. I have no idea. Would you just let me know, just pop your first name on if you were at the last Fall Friday. And I trust you, I'm not going to check on it. You put your name on there. That's good enough for me. Cool. Did anybody try the experiments I was recommending? Sorry, looking for my tea. Did anybody try the eye experiment in the mirror?
That was trippy.
You did it?
It was very trippy. I tried it for like 30 seconds.
It's really disturbing in a way, isn't it?
It's one of those things I did as a kid for fun. So
Did you?
Oh yeah.
I had never heard of it until as in years ago, but not as a child for sure.
As a kid, it was so weird. I would just find weird things that probably made a lot of people question what I was doing because why not?
Well, as an introvert, you were probably doing a lot of weird stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Because I know, as a fellow introvert, I was into weird stuff all the time. Did anybody do the blind spot experiment? Has anyone ever done that experiment before, where you locate your blind spot? Just did it? Yeah. So all you need to do, if you haven't done this, please do this, because this is like data for your paper. And we're going to talk about the paper more today. Just take a piece of paper, put 2 dots on it, move this to the right, so line your right eye up with this, just right in front, and this one's out to the side, just move it back and forth while looking at this. This will disappear when you hit the right spot. It's usually back a little. So let me just kind of talk about that. So we have the eye, you can't see your eye movement. If you haven't done this, do it, because you're having an opportunity to see a glitch in your mind, a glitch in the way we perceive the world. So you can't see eye movement, and this actually has a really cool name. It is called saccadic suppression. So if you are into such things, saccadic suppression is a fact, because your mind needs to blur out when your eyes move, so you're not just lurching around feeling like you're drunk all the time or dizzy. Right? When you get dizzy, then you lose that ability and you start to see things twisting like this. So you can't see your eye movement in the mirror. You also have this blind spot. So this entire region of space, mine's mine's right here. When you get good at finding it, you can see it. So I can't see this stuff, but my mind is glossing over it. It's actually processing over the fact that there's a giant hole right here, and it's pretending like there's stuff there, but there isn't. And hopefully you watched the Douglas Harding video. How many people watch Douglas? Yay, awesome. Isn't he charming? I find him ridiculously charming. I want to have dinner with Douglas Harding. Well, he's dead. I'll go to his grave and have a dinner. But so Douglas Harding, and we're going to look at this today, developed this method, the headless way. And it turns out that what he was suggesting was a simple experiment that has been mocked by other people. So this experiment has been mocked because he observed, I can't see my head. And of course, I can't see my head, right? My eyes are here and they're looking out. Why would I be able to see my head? But still we feel this head here. Now, the thing is, and when we saw this with Anil Seth, these are different things that you're probably going to want to reference for your paper. Anil Seth, your brain hallucinates reality. I mean, you've got your mind, right? Here's your mind, your brain, and you've got sensors. So you've got like your eyes, and you got your nose, and your ears and stuff, and so forth. And these are just instruments that help take vibrations from the world. So there's waves coming in. There are light waves. There are sound waves. There are gravity waves. There are all sorts of waves, electromagnetic fields coming in. And this is just the sensor. This is just a big antenna, right? So a big radio telescope that's out there, catching these waves. And then your brain is the processor. I don't think I'm saying anything too crazy here. This is like kind of like just basic the way our minds work, the way our bodies work. But your brain takes these senses, these disparate senses from all over in your body, right? All the feelings, and turns it into a picture. And so you produce a replica of reality, your little box, your little rectangle of your world that is based upon whatever is happening here, but is not actually what it is. So you're producing an avatar in your mind. Has anybody ever had any psychedelic experiences in here? You've had, yeah? Were they strong ones, or was it kind of mild? Both? Both, oh, okay, cool. So this is something that you can experience firsthand. I'm not telling you to use drugs. I swear, I'm not.
Okay, I was gonna say it's totally not being recorded.
It's not, yeah, totally not being recorded. But I had these experiences when I was your age, and then for much longer period of time, those continued. But you can sense, you can see the matrix by tapping into some of these substances. Now, I would never recommend to do this. Like, I don't think they're actually party things. I don't really view them as things that should be taken for recreation. I think they're things that should be taken in a controlled environment for self-exploration. I think that's a good thing. But you can also get that with the techniques that we're learning. And so I don't like really mess with psychedelics anymore, because I literally have gotten to the place where I can pull back and fall into those spaces just kind of naturally, just with practice. And you can do this too. This is all available. Most of the wisdom traditions of the world are tapping into this. They're tapping into breaking down the illusion that this is all happening and that there's a body right here. It's basically VR, right? Your brain is a VR headset, and it's reproducing what it thinks your body looks like. And it's just a complete mental construction. No, he's done. He's done. Quinn's left. So that's kind of what this paper is getting at. That's what I want this paper to get at. After we do our practice today, I know that you're probably feeling still insecure about the paper. I want to talk about it today. And then over the next week, I'm going to be meeting with each of you individually here in class to talk and brainstorm about what's going on with your paper, and getting you on track so that you don't feel like you're just out there abandoned with this weird ass tree thing that you have to do. Because you're not. We're going to take care of it. We're going to bring things together. And today I think we'll actually bring things together. So that's enough of that pontificating. Let's do a little practice. And let's actually do a headless way practice. Headless way. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So I'm going to make a nice, hefty gong banger.
Oh, hard. It's gonna be funny.
It's absolutely. I think I pictured that as well. It's just going to go right over there.
Make sure to aim it at who you like the least.
I'll aim it at who I wish was here. Okay. So, sit up straight. Pull away from the back of the chair so that
not too relaxed. And let your shoulders soften. And let your breath just do its thing. No need to control it. Letting things settle. Noticing your feet. Continue noticing all the way up your legs. You can almost feel your awareness move up the legs. Into your hips, into your belly. Spend a few moments, a few breaths in the belly, just noticing what is there. Is there any sort of tension, any energy of any kind? This is one of the places where if I'm upset, I really feel it. We can go here and actually check out how we're feeling. And then moving up into the heart. You feel your chest and the shimmering cage of your chest. How is your heart doing today? Another place where when things get rough, the heart takes it. And when things get joyous, the heart also takes it. And up into your throat. Probably don't spend much time thinking about that area, but when we are emotional, in whichever direction, it's sometimes hard to talk. And then moving up, check your jaw. Can you loosen your jaw just a little? Letting your tongue just kind of float there. Softening. Bringing your awareness to the region around your eyes. Can you soften your eyes just a little too? Maybe your temples are tight. Then move on up and see if you can sense anything about the top of your head. It's kind of a weird region, right? There's not a lot of nerves up there, so it starts to feel unresolved. Low resolution. And let have that awareness at the top of your head kind of trickle down, almost like it's water flowing down the back of your head, pouring over your shoulders, down across your back. Feel your back in its entirety. We're not going to end, but we are going to change what's happening with our eyes. It's very slowly. Open your eyes just a little. That sleepy gaze we were talking about the other day. Notice all the shadows, bright spots. Bring your awareness to the edge of what you can see. Notice how ill-defined that is. With your awareness, and not really your eyes, look for your head just for a moment. And then release that. Notice if anything's changed. And this isn't a grand collapsing of the world you're looking for. This is a subtle thing because we're not used to seeing this thing. So in the motion of turning your awareness to looking at itself, turning the light back on itself, in the moment of turning, there's something to be observed. So let's try it again. Pick a spot on your desk with your eyes. And keep it soft, not a hard focus. So we're trying to keep open awareness, not focused awareness, but notice how you can be wide with your vision, but still be aware of a tininess in front. And let that spot move towards you without moving your eyes. This is all in the mind. Almost like you're keeping track of a bug walking towards you, but you're not letting the bug see your eyes move. And that bug is walking towards you, that spot is walking towards you, the bug's bothering you. And follow it as it walks up your chest and lands where your face is in our mind. See if you notice anything here. Openness, softness. And release that. It's not the kind of thing you want to do too hard. I've heard this described as ringing a bell. So you hit the bell, and you let it ring. In a second, I'm going to hit the bell again. When you hear the sound, look for your head, and then let go as the bell resonates. just close your eyes and think about something you like about yourself. If you can't find anything, stop by after class. I can give you a dozen off the top of my head that I like about you and you should like about yourself. All right, many thanks, my friends.
Beautiful. So, the paper. How many folks have done the tree experiment? Anybody done the tree experiment? You feel like you could do it better, or yeah? Do you feel like about it?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody else has not done the, is this correct? Yeah, kind of? We need to do that. So what I was gonna do was talk, if anyone had like kind of gotten past that and was starting to work, because next week we're gonna start working on this paper hardcore. And so this experiment needs to be done today. So let's, oh, hi. I was just about to let everybody out to go do something, but it's cool. Hi, good to see you. So what I would like to do is, let's just do that experiment right now and take this time that we have to do it. Do not leave, do not go, whatever else might be available to do. Does everybody remember the experiment? Do we have, yeah? So you're gonna find a tree on campus that you resonate with. And then what happens? Quinn's like, I'll tell you what happens, I got the printout. Well, I'll just tell you, but Quinn's gonna read it off there. But you're gonna find this tree, and I would get that printout and read through it, please. And if not, I can give you a digital copy. You're going to sit down by the tree or stand by the tree, do what we just did. You're gonna get into an open receptive state, and you're gonna let that tree be with you. And you're gonna notice what happens, and you're gonna write down the observations. And the thing you're keeping in mind is, where does tree end and me begin? Where does tree end and me begin? So before we even start doing this, let's just talk about the things that might come into play here. And I would like you to, I'm gonna create a place in world class for you to kind of just like check in on this, because I want this done by the end of the day, please. So let's just think about what we've got going on here. We got tree, and we've got you. I'll put those in quotes because I don't know, those seem like they're already making boxes for things. So, what's happening here? Somebody give me some things. What kind of things what phenomena are involved in this experiment? What phenomena, qualities, whatever. Let's just start, anything. There's really like a billion answers for this.
You're observing the tree.
You're observing the tree. So what's involved in that observation?
Paying attention to like details.
Okay, cool. So yeah, and maybe the tree is most certainly checking you out. Absolutely. So there's details. What kind of details would be good? What you see, yeah. So raw experience, and this is what the experiment is about. Raw experience. What do you see? What is it? What is happening? What are the colors? What is the shadows? What is the texture? What is it like to be by this tree? Because the tree isn't just the trunk. The tree is all of the tree is the roots. The tree goes underground. Maybe you're on the roots. Probably these trees are old. What else goes into seeing a tree? How do you see? So let's talk about details, let's talk about mechanics of the whole thing. So there is vision. How does vision work? There's no one right answer, but these are hooks for how you can handle the paper. How does your visual system work? What part of your brain is involved there? How does thought intertwine with the processing of the eyes and the mind, the visual cortex? What other mechanics are involved? Let's start here. This is a little easier.
Like what you feel if you're sitting down, standing up.
Awesome. Awesome. So raw experience, let's see, so let's put that under like, yeah, this I'm kind of like, I'm almost like thinking here like physical mechanics for this. So this is like science, right here. And then here, emotions. Absolutely. Very key. Such. You want to find a tree that you connect with. Why did that, what was it that made you choose that tree? So details, why this tree? What was it that resonated inside of you as you found your tree friend? What else is involved in seeing a tree?
Memories?
Oh, god damn, yes. Memories. What are the memories doing?
Replaying.
What was that called?
Replaying.
Replaying, yeah. And how are they impacting the experience? Potentially. So how are your memories impacting this experience?
They can make your emotions stronger or weaker depending on what the memory is.
Absolutely. So they're shaping it. They're shaping this experience in a subtle way. If you're not a person who's very emotional, this might not be an obvious thing. But memories, these are shaping your emotions, which are some of the details here, shaping the experience. What else is happening? There's light at play. You can't see the tree without light. How is light interplaying here? What is light doing?
Photosynthesis.
Come again?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis, sure, absolutely. I don't know how that, I like it though. Like right away I'm like, I'm not quite sure how I'd know that, but I love it. So there's photosynthesis. What are you doing at the same time?
Breathing.
Breathing. So photosynthesis, your breath, the tree is taking in carbon dioxide, putting out oxygen. You're kind of doing the exact opposite. Nice little circle there. What else is going on?
Almost along with memories, thinking of the future, like
Hmm.
thinking of things connected to the tree, like what would you do? Why is this tree important? Would you keep thinking of it in the future? Or just kind of, words.
Yes. So, yes. Words. This is like the heart. This is the biggest freaking box you've got around you. You've got a box here. You've got a box here. What I want you to explore is how are you making these boxes? What is making these boxes? All these things are playing to create this sense of separation between the two of you. Is that real? Is what I want you to explore. Words like you and tree, immediately, words are boxes. Words are fucking rectangles.
This is what you feel.
Every goddamn word puts a box around things and encapsulates it. What does that do when you read it? Man, it's resonating, right, with all the things that you think of as love. And every single one of these things comes in here. Emotions, the past. Let's see here, so science. So did we put, who said memory? Who was it that said memory? Memory is coming in here. Memory is kind of almost funneling all of this. So like, think of this. Let's do this again. Tree, you. And I'm still going to put them in quotes. Tree. So you see the tree with your eyes. There's light coming off of this. What's up? What are you laughing
The
about?
circle, the arrow that says our rectangles, it just looks like it's pointing to the circle.
Yeah, even circles are fucking rectangles. I will stand by that movie. Light, carbon dioxide, CO2 is coming off of this. Gravity is coming off of this. Roots are coming off of this. They're underneath you. Sound from the leaves. They're coming to you, and what are you doing with them? They're coming into you. Here's your mind. Your mind is taking all of this and using your memory, your experience, your biases, your fucking rectangles, all of them, we're built out of them. That's what a person is, a bunch of rectangles. All of this takes that and gives you what you are calling tree. So your words, language, and you get tree out of that. Is the tree aware of you?
Yes.
Yeah, right? Like it's a living being, it's aware of you. It's not in the same way that you're aware of the tree. So, but the tree has sensory organs. Like trees actually talk. This is like, I saw a study literally from this year. Trees communicate with each other via sound. They make sound. It's a really like different pitch. It's like an out of frequency for us. But the tree is also sending, you are picking, oh, whoa, which way? Whoa, right. Yes, all this is going on for the tree as well. There is a dynamical system going on. Let's see this word, this is the $10 word. Dynamical system is happening between you and the tree. One of you affects the other, and vice versa, and that continues on ad infinitum. So as you sit there, let the tree be, let yourself be, really be open to its treeness. And let it be open to your you-ness. And then go forward. There's like a billion different paths here, friends. Like if I were writing this paper, I might approach like, so I've got this like pick some aspect. Pick some particular aspect of the interaction if this is like too big for you. Light is coming off the tree, I'm seeing the tree. Just simply focus on vision. Tree. Well, then go to physics, right? So I've got the light. What is the physics of light? How does that work? You got eyes and you've got a source over here. Here's another option. At the finest scales, what is? You can approach this from the scale, which actually Douglas Harding kind of talks about in his talk. The closer I get to something, it's like if I get really close to you, if I got really close to Monique, like I got really tiny, and I won't because I know you don't want that, but like if I got really tiny, like subatomic, there would be no Monique. There would just be space, right? So if I'm at the subatomic level, there's actually no hard edges here. This is just a bunch of atoms that are a little more tightly wound than my soft chest. There's atoms all the way. So like reality's got dense stuff, and then spaciousness, but it's not empty. Spacious stuff, and then dense stuff. Tree, space between you and the tree, you. Continuum. There's really a continuum here. There are no edges in the world. Edges are scale dependent. If I got far enough away from this table, 1,000 miles, I can't see the edges at all. It just looks like the earth. I lose all that detail. And then I come zooming into this desk, come zooming in, come rocketing through the ceiling, and I come to this desk, and now I'm gonna dive into the subatomic level. So I burst into here, and it's all space. I'm shrinking as I fall. I've got really something very fancy going on. I'm shrinking as I fall, and I fall into this, and it's as wide as the space I just left. It's as spacious as outer space. It's just a matter of scale. So next week, so first off, Friday, we are meeting in the chapel, 9:25 at the latest. They say 9:15, 9:25 at the latest. Next Monday, I would like you to bring in a very rough draft, the roughest freaking draft in the world, a page of how your paper might go. And then we can change this. This doesn't even have to be the way your paper goes.
So we can do like straight bullet points outlining.
It could even be that. Anything. Come in with something on Monday, and we're going to work together to flesh these things out. Is there anything that, like, you look at this and you're like, maybe you're like, what the fuck? You probably are. I was kind of hoping you would be, quite frankly. I mean, this is a wide open project that was meant to, like, give you lots of freedom, but some people freak out with freedom. That's okay. That's what this whole class is, right? It's like one big freak out over lack of structure. Is there anything I can, like, do? What can I do for you to make this better, to make this easier? Besides take the paper away. I knew that's what you were going to say.
I don't think
No.
No? Okay.
Let's go do the tree right now.
Yeah, we're going to do it. What were you going to say, Quinn?
I wasn't gonna say anything actually.
Oh, cool.
I had a different draft.
Is there any resources or anything I can get to you? Any lists of things? And maybe you'll know that better on Monday. Come to class ready to work on the paper on Monday. We're going to be working on it all next week, okay? Do the freaking experiment today. And do I have a list of everybody who may or may not have been at, cool. Did everybody sign this who was at the last Fall Friday? Okay, cool, awesome. That is quite a showing they had there. So, awesome. All right, go do your experiment. Do it. Do the experiment. And then you'll be done, and it'll be wonderful. You've got a full half hour before this class should have even ended. Find a tree friend.